Today we're going to be unboxing this Sayu freeing bunny here. I am super excited about this one because this is the first freeing bunny that I have, besides the Rent a Girlfriend ones that I don't think turned out very well, that has a different type of bunny outfit. It's not the standard one. So I'm excited to see how this looks because on the artwork here, it looks really nice. I'm not gonna lie. I think this is quite possibly, it's in the running for maybe best freeing figure I own. We'll see. That's a high bar, and it's not got some of the detail in like the character things like maybe Nagatoro does. So it's gonna have to really blow me away with this outfit, but I think it can. And it's also got it going for it that Sayu is one of my favorite anime characters of all time. So I am super excited to get this out of the box and see how well it turned out here. Quick look at the box there. Let's go ahead and unbox this. But before we get going, if you do like this video and you do want to see more freeing unboxings, other unboxings, anime news, collection updates, everything like that, feel free to subscribe. We're getting close to 10,000 subscribers, which is pretty cool. Maybe by the time you're watching this, it already has happened. And if so, thank you so much. But if you do want to see more, we are growing all the time, and we're going to do more cool stuff as we continue to grow. So thank you guys for subscribing. But anyway, let's go ahead and check this gal out. So I did order this figure from AmiAmi. There will be a link down in the description for AmiAmi. Be aware, because of the size of this thing, you will have to pay a little bit more for shipping and everything. However, when you order from AmiAmi, you do get it a little bit quicker, especially if you pre-order stuff, but they also are available at other sites. I'll link a few other ones that I enjoy using. Entertainment Earth, I get a bit of a kickback when you use them. And then Big Bad Toy Store, also a big fan of them. Both those are also good. They might be a little bit more expensive than AmiAmi, but shipping is usually very small or free. So anyway, let's get her out of here. Flip over the box here and cut the tape. So I mentioned it a bit, but I am a big fan of this anime. Higehiro is one of my favorite anime of all time. It's probably in my top 25 now, and that's after watching over 300 anime. So I'm just a big fan of it. I know that's kind of controversial. Some people love it, some people hate it. I'm a big fan of it. I think it really handles that type of, subject matter really well. And I really like Sayu's character in that anime. So anyway, beyond that, let's go ahead and check out the base. I like checking out the base first because I think it can tell us a little bit about the figure. It is just a white base, but I think that's fine because there is some white in her outfit, so I think that fits here. It is a bit of a bigger base, but as you can see here, her legs are a bit wider here, so it makes sense that they would have to use a base this big. So I'm not going to complain too much because it seems to be that big. But anyway, let's move on. We do have a little extra foot peg here that we have to put on to the base here to help them stand. And cutting that plastic there on her. I did get a new knife. It's the same cheap type of knife, but I got a new one, and it's slightly sharper than the other one was. Not much, but slightly. All right, let's pull her out of here, get all of the plastic off of her, and I can already tell you I like the look of this one. I think it looks really nice. But let's go ahead and get her on the base, and then we'll look at it a little bit more in detail. All right, there we go. Get her down on there, and now we have two little foam pieces here that are stuck back here by her butt. Get those out of there. And last but not least, we do have to replace the two little temporary ears here, get them out of the way, and we'll go in here and get the permanent ears. They just put the little white ears in there for shipping so these don't get damaged. Put these in there, and there we go. yeah, let's get this out of the way and we'll look at it a little bit closer. Okay, so I am a big fan of this figure, I'm not gonna lie. I do want to comment on a few things, and I'm going to show you some close-ups as we talk about them, but just everything that I'm seeing here, I'm a big fan. Most notably, and I didn't actually notice this in any of the promotional images or anything like that, but the boots and the jacket are not just black. They are a very glossy, almost like clear black, maybe a transparent. I don't think they are. I think that's just a glare, but it looks phenomenal. I mean, these look so nice. It looks like almost like something that if you had like spotlights on it and everything, that it would like shine in like a party atmosphere or something. It just looks so nice. I don't know, like there's wrinkles in it, purposeful wrinkles, but the wrinkles back here on the jacket and everything to make it look like it's flowing with her, I really like that. I like that attention to detail, because so many of the bunny outfits, they do have like a couple of wrinkles in it, but you almost wonder like, is it really that, you know, would you not have some wrinkles in some areas, like maybe about like the hips or something? And, you know, yes, very easily that could go into looking sloppy and not looking very good as a figure, but the way it's done here, it looks so nice, especially back here on the back. I think that looks really nice there. But the overall outfit here, I think looks really good, because while the other bunny outfits are a big focus on like the breast, this one doesn't need that. The rest of the outfit is able to really strive, and it doesn't need to really make those the focal point. And I'll go ahead and bring that up because I feel like I have to, and this is something that I did notice in the promotional stuff, but I kind of let it slide because I thought the outfit looked really well otherwise. But yes, if I was going to nitpick, maybe make her breasts slightly bigger, because that's kind of, you know, like they're not huge, but they're not small either. So I think you could, if you really wanted to, make them slightly bigger, but they're not bad. And because she's not in a standard bunny outfit, bunny outfits, the standard ones, really, it's like pushing them up. So it makes them very appear larger than they actually are. That's why like characters like Kaguya or Taiga can appear to have bigger than they normally would. But with this outfit, it's more of the button up and everything, so it's probably pushing back, so it makes more sense, if that makes sense. We're talking about breasts for a long time. Let's move on. They're fine. I also like the little white cuffs here around her arms. I think that looks really nice. It kind of makes a good end point for this black here. I think it looks really nice, because you could just have that fan out and have a, you know, just ending where the black is, but I like this little detail of adding that there. I think it makes it look a little bit better. And I do like this little transparent little skirt here. I think that just adds to it. And I also think, because of the way this is done, and I looked at a few other bunny figures that I have up here just to compare it, because I thought I was seeing something that I wasn't, and really I'm not, because whenever I saw some promotional images of this, especially the box here, it was kind of showing off her butt here more so than they were other Fring bunnies. And I thought, well, is it designed differently? And yes, the netting is a bit different. It's kind of like Toro here. She has a bit not as fine netting as other characters do, and this one is similar to her. So yes, you do see a little bit more skin because there's not as much netting in the way. But other than that, it just really doesn't, it's not a different mold or anything. It's the same kind of shape for that. But the way that it's almost like this little window here, having the skirt there and then having this little window there to see in, I think it actually makes it appear as something you'd want to look at more so than a regular bunny outfit, to where it's just all available. It's kind of like that, to where being completely naked is not as scandalous as being almost naked, if you get what I mean. Has anyone else ever heard of that? I've heard of that. And I think that fits here. While none of them are naked, she's wearing more clothes, which makes the parts you can't exactly see fully more scandalous, which is interesting. But I think it's well done. Okay, enough talking about butts and breast for a minute. Let's talk about her face, because it's a perfect face here. And this is something, I had a comment, and I agree with them. I agree completely. They made a comment whenever I unboxed this from the Ami Ami box. They said, I don't really like this figure because of what Sayu goes through in the series. And to an extent, I agree. They've made some like body pillows and everything of Sayu, and I don't really love them. But also, Sayu, in the moments in the series to where she's doing something and having to go through things in her past that were not so good, you could tell in her eyes. They make it a focal point in the series that her eyes don't even, you can't even see the pupils in her eyes because she is just dead inside. And this face, the little winking face, the smile and everything, it makes me know, and makes me at least, this is just me, I see that face and I'm like, Sayu is having an enjoyable time. She is having a fun time dressing up like this. It's not something she's doing because she has to. It's doing it because she is doing it on her own. And I like that. I like the very happy face. I like the pose to where she's almost looking like she's like posing in front of a crowd or in front of her friends or whatever. I like that. And I think it just fits her because this is a Sayu that has gone through the troublesome parts in her life, but has come out on the other side, and I think it is shown off here. And yeah, it's a bunny girl outfit, but it really does fit Sayu in my opinion, more so than a lot of bunny girls. I think this one, I'm like, yeah, that's Sayu. That fits Sayu so much. And I've got to compliment the hair as well, because the hair, they're doing something really interesting, and they've done this with another bunny, few of them actually, to where the hair is kind of almost transparent down here at the end, and I like that because it makes it look a little bit like it's not as, you know, it's thin. You only are having a few strands at the end here, and I like that. It makes it kind of show up a little bit better. And you have some, you know, transparent ones here to where you can almost see through it, where you can see through it. And then up here, it's, you know, fully brown and everything. And I like that. I think it's a little attention to detail that makes it a little bit better. Overall, I am in love with this figure. I think it is one of the best bunny girls that I have ever bought. Yes, does it have the cool aspect of like the tan lines from Nagatoro? Maybe not, but I like the outfit. I think the outfit, and doing different outfits like this, you can really, you know, do different outfits for every character, and you can make those outfits fit every character. You can do a more maybe party kind of fun outfit for a character that's more playful. You can do a more elegant outfit for a character that is more professional. I think doing that makes the whole Freeing Bunny line more interesting, because you're not just buying a bunny girl outfit with your favorite character's head on it. And I've complained about that a lot. The Licorice Recoil set, it's basically just Chisato's head, Takina's head, put on a bunny girl outfit. And while that's fine, and I enjoy those figures, I think this is better. This is something new. This is something unique. And I want more of these. I was not going to pick up the Shikamori bunny girl. I'll pop up a picture here. I was not going to pick this up because I'm just not that big of a fan of Shikamori, and the anime really didn't do a lot for me. But because it has a different type of outfit, kind of like Sayu here, I'll probably end up picking it up just to support the figures like this. But anyway, what do you think? Do you enjoy this figure? Do you think it looks as good as I do? Give me your rating, maybe 1 to 10. Give me a rating. Probably I'll give it like a 9.5. I think it's really well done, and I'm very excited to see where this line goes now. Do we continue to get bunny girls like we've got before? I know they've got more of them they're making, so it's not like this is a permanent change. But will they do more of these? Was this just a few one-offs like the Rent-A-Girlfriend set was? Who knows? And if this is a one-off, I want to say they have massively, massively improved since that Rent-A-Girlfriend set, because that Rent-A-Girlfriend set was awful. Awful. This is a great figure. I highly, highly recommend it if you are a fan of the series. If you just want a really good bunny girl, this is it. This is the figure for you. I am blown away by it. One of my favorite figures that I have gotten in a long time, to be honest. I I'm speechless almost. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, like I said, subscribe. We're almost to 10,000. Might be there by the time you're watching this. And if you want to see more, comment down below what you'd like to see. Do you want to see more stuff like this? Do you want to see more collection updates? Whatever you'd like. And then comment your opinion on Sayu as well. Also, liking and all sharing and everything like that helps as well. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you guys very soon with more videos like this. But until then, thank you for watching. Bye.